Hello viewers, Axel here. Welcome to the first update I've done in a while. I meant to make this like a month ago, closer to the beginning of January, and it was gonna be like, it's a new year for stuff that's happening. My hairline is fucking stupid. I don't know if you guys ever noticed, my hairline is fucking stupid. Like, look at that, like, what is it doing? What is it doing? It's just like, kind of like normalish here. It's just like, whoop. Like, what? I'm like, no, that's not something I just kind of do. It just does that on its own for some reason. And for some reason, I only notice it like on camera. Like, I never notice it like that in a mirror. I only notice it on camera. Like, that's not the point of this video. That's not the point of this video. I meant to make this towards the beginning of January. Somewhere around the beginning of January, it was gonna be like, it's a new year, and then new things are gonna be fucking happening. But no, now it's March. So no, it didn't take me like a month. It took me 2 months to finally make this thing because I'm stupid. And, well, okay, that's part of it. That's not the entire thing. So, for a too long didn't watch of this, because I know there's going to be those of you who don't want to watch this whole thing, because I don't know how long this is going to be. It took me a minute just to get past the intro thing. I meant to say this at the very beginning, but of course I didn't, because it's me and you guys should expect that by now. But yeah, so for a too long didn't watch, after about a minute and a half into the video, because I keep stalling for time, I'm realizing, which is probably pissing you guys off who don't want to watch the whole thing. Okay. If you don't want to watch the whole thing, here's the gist of it. Let's Plays, possibly not happening anymore. Original content, probably will be happening more. Now, if you want to know why all of that is happening, then you have to keep watching. So, or why content has been slow, which is probably what the title of this is going to be, because that's the only thing I can think of, even though that's only like part of the point of this one. But yeah, sit down, strap in, get some snacks or something, because this is probably going to be a long one. So, we'll start with why content has been slow / different. Like, one thing you'll probably notice is all of my daily videos, except for the weekday videos and stuff have just been stream archives, and of course Sunday, except for 1 week that I missed because Shadow was crying over the Ruby season 3 or volume 3 finale. So I was helping him cope with that. That's not really a good excuse. I still could have done the thing, because in fact playing Attack on Titan probably would have been a good way to help distract him from that, but that's not the point right now. So anyway, yeah, Attack on Titan Sundays, that's been happening. We have like 5 of those out now or something. I think we're on 5. This weekend should be number 6. Would have been 7 if I didn't miss that 1 week, but I did, so meh. Speaking of that, by popular demand, I did start putting music into those. A lot of the music has come from a YouTuber. His name is Technoax. If you watch Jacksepticeye, his outro song is actually made by that guy, so that's pretty cool. I've actually used a remastered version of it in one of the Attack on Titan Sundays videos. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Guy does royalty-free music, so if you need music for stuff, check it out, because he has a lot of different stuff and it's all pretty good. I'm not associated with him at all, by the way. I just legitimately think his stuff's pretty good. So, yeah, Technoax. You can find links to his stuff through the Attack on Titan Sunday stuff. Just look in the description, see whatever song by Technoax, and you'll have a YouTube link, and you can find his channel that way. I could just give a straight-up link to it in the description of this video, but I'm lazy, and I'm going to forget to put background music on this one. And by forget, I mean be too lazy to. This is going to be a longer video, and I have to grab a lot of songs and therefore a lot of song links. I'm lazy. All right. Okay, so anyway, we should get into why that's been happening and why I haven't said anything about it, and it took me so fucking long to make this update video. So if I remember right, in the last update video, I was like, things at work are going to slow down in January because that'll be after the holidays and stuff, and blah, blah, blah. That never happened. That never happened. I work part-time at Kroger, but it's been full-time pretty much 5 days a week at first it was most weeks, then it slowly kind of sort of started to go down to 4, but then people keep going on vacation or taking days off, so it ends up being 5 because they need to. It's a very stupid situation. Like, I mean, yes, in most cases, it's like, oh, you're working a part-time job but getting full-time hours. That's pretty cool. For most people, yes, that would probably actually be a good thing because it's like, oh, cool, I'm getting more hours, therefore more money. Yay! For me, though, of course, it gives me less time to think about YouTube because when I actually get home, it's like I don't want to work on stuff. I just want to relax and not do anything. Like the job itself isn't bad. It's not that bad except for sometimes when when we get like too much stuff for the amount of people we have. But this is not a video about work. This is a video. I mean, unless you consider YouTube to be work. I mean, technically, I make like peanuts off of this stuff, so it's definitely more hobby than work. But and that is the thing. It is technically my hobby. This channel is not work. I know, like, I saw comments, at least one comment before that, like, it was like, I thought that YouTube was your job. I don't get nearly enough views for that. I wish I did, but I don't. So we gotta make do with what we actually have. And what I have is a part-time job, or a full-time job that's supposed to be part-time. So that's the thing. That's why I haven't really been doing much aside from the streams and stream archives because I wanted to at least do something. I mean, like the stream archives aren't even doing that great view-wise, which is not the most important thing, by the way. I've talked about this before, but not doing the best, like, just feedback-wise and stuff, but I keep doing them so I can still have, like, consistent content so you guys know I'm not dead or something. So that's why the stream archives keep going up, and it also gives me a way to, like, do streams, play games that I want to play, and just do those, and then the guys and the people, the viewers that can't watch the stuff live, you still get to see what went on if you want to. But I'm also putting them up later in the night because it's still supposed to be a secondary thing. It's not like supposed to be the main thing, even though it has been because I haven't really been doing many other videos because I haven't had time or motivation to do so because work. That's pretty much what it boils down to. Now, I was going to talk some more stuff about that situation, but let's not make this about my job, because I mean it's not a bad job. It's not. It's just the hours are kind of annoying me because I was promised part time technically, but it hasn't been, and that's just been bothering me. But at the same time, I don't want to complain about it too much because it's like, I mean, I need the money, and I don't necessarily want to leave the job because it's not that what I'm comparing it to is really much to compare it to, but it is the best job I've had so far, which isn't really saying much because the other two have not been great. But that's not the point. Either way, it's just a very complex situation. So yeah, that's why stuff's been slow. It's because I haven't really had time or motivation. And when I do have days off, I actually just this past week had 3 in a row because Black Magic or something. So it was very relaxing. I could have gotten video work done, but I just kind of just relaxed and played games and stuff. It was a good time. I think I streamed at least once during that. I think that's when I streamed Firewatch sometime during that 3-day period. So yeah, I didn't do all of Firewatch yet. I did like half of it, maybe something like that. I'm gonna do the rest of it at some point. Speaking of Firewatch, though, actually, I'm going to save that for later because I realize there's a whole nother thing I'm going to bring up in this. It's going to be another thing, and it's going to be great. I have a terrible habit of glancing down at my recording software as I do these things. So if you see me just looking off in a random direction like this right now, I'm looking at my face on my screen because it's there and it's distracting me because it's moving because I'm talking. So I need to just keep looking at the camera at you guys instead of down at myself, because that's just like, what am I looking at? Why am I not looking at you when I'm talking to you? So rude. So very rude. If you're expecting this to be like coherent and well organized, you do not know me as well as you might have thought you did. But if you weren't expecting that and this is exactly what you were expecting, that's great. And if you're still watching, that's great. I'm proud of you. Good job. Pat yourselves on the back. in the comments below, pat yourselves on the back for having watched this far, even though we still have a lot more to go. I don't know how long this is going to be. It's already about 10 minutes, and I've just been wasting time. Okay, so I mentioned during the too long didn't watch part that there would be possibly or probably no more Let's Plays and more original stuff. So by no more Let's Plays, I'm kind of wanting to switch to the full-on when I play games, they will probably be streamed thing, because I do like the live viewer interactivity of streaming. That's fantastic. I also don't want to alienate the guys who can't watch the streams, so I still want to put up the stream archives like that. So, and a plus with, I was talking earlier, how my job has been and stuff, and just not having time or motivation. It's just easier for me that way, because I can just play the games, have all that footage ready to go, and just cut it up into parts. It goes up. All is good, easy stuff. And then I can put more focus into other kinds of content, which I do want to get into. So I don't want to move my focus away like completely from games, because that's still one of my things. One of the things I have always loved for most of my life is just games. It's like video games and all that gaming and all that stuff. So that's going to stay a part of the channel, of course. But I also want to bring more other kinds of content, like you guys kind of seem to like the vloggy type stuff, unless you just watch them because it's like, oh, cool, we can see what's going on. I don't know what the interest is in these ones. Maybe you just like staring at my face, which is kind of weird if that's the case. But I'm not going to judge, even though I just did. I'm not going to judge any further or to your face. So, feel free to creep away, I guess. Yeah, do that. I just asked you to stare at my face, I think. No, don't. I mean, you kind of don't have a choice right now unless you have this playing in the background while doing something else, which is probably what a lot of people do, because it's just a talking head video. But anyway, speaking of that, one of the things that I want to do is more just like topical videos, like more focused things on like what is PMK doing, because he has such an interesting life. Ha ha ha. No, I don't. But anyway, one of the things I wanted to do is a sort of a video series on my experience switching to Linux from Windows. Because so for the past month, about a month ago, I just had the sudden random urge where I was just like, I want to try out Linux, because I've meant to before, but I never did. But now I want to. And Windows 10 has all like the privacy concerns and all that other crap. And plus, Valve has like their SteamOS thing, which is not the distribution of Linux that I'm using, by the way. Not using that. But because like they're kind of pushing towards Linux, and like Linux is just all like that free and open source stuff. Okay, I don't really have a great reason for wanting to switch to it. It was just kind of like, this is a cool thing that I want to try, so I did. And I like it. I do like it. But I'm not going to talk too much about it here. I'm going to do some separate video stuff on that. So if you have any questions or definitely do want to see that kind of stuff, let me know. Either way, it's probably going to happen. But it'd be nice to know if people actually are interested in that. So yeah, there'll be that kind of stuff about me switching to this. I also meant to do that a while ago, but I wanted to do this first. And I'm only just now doing this, so that I could mention I was going to do that kind of stuff, like why the changes and stuff were happening. So I was like, no, I should do the update video before I start doing the Linux videos, and then boom, I never did the fucking update video, so now I'm doing it now. So then I can do the Linux videos, because that's what I was waiting for, but I never did anything until now. So hopefully, now that it's finally March, now that it's March, I can finally start with the actual original content kind of stuff. But anyway, more on that. It's not just going to be like Linux and whatnot. It's going to be like just tech stuff in general. Because if there's anything I've loved as much as I love gaming, it's just technology as a whole. Like, that's another one of the things I've really always been extremely interested in. And, well, most of the time. I'm pretty sure gaming came first, but then just like in general technology and computers and stuff that like really surged a couple years ago, like 2012, 2013, somewhere around there. So hasn't been as long as I've been like into gaming and stuff, but it's still a very strong thing. Like, I just like cool stuff, and like cool technology and stuff. Like I don't need any other reason for trying out something like that other than this looks cool and I want to try it out because it's new tech. Even though Linux is not new by any stretch of the imagination, I'm just giving you like a general idea. So yeah, expect just in general expect more videos with me talking about stuff that interests me. Hopefully I can make it entertaining by sounding interested and not as deadpan as I usually do in like some of my other videos, actually most of my other videos and stuff like this, cuz this is just like, dude, like wake up. I don't fucking know. God, you'd think I would be not having all of the trains of thought in my head crash instantaneously, but it always happens. I've talked about this before too. I don't have a train of thought. I have a railway network that's constantly being derailed. Just all over the place, just like going it explodes apparently. It all explodes. I think that's most of what I wanted to talk about for this, actually. I probably forgot something. I'm sure I forgot something. Oh, wait, dude, yes, I'm completely forgetting things. Aside from just the topical stuff for original content, I want to actually do some videos I've been meaning to do for the longest fucking time. Like, actually original content, not just vlog stuff, not just vlog stuff, but like cool stuff. Because let's be honest, the market for gamers on YouTube is very, very oversaturated. So where's that going to get me? You know, I got to do cool stuff, like more unique stuff, like not completely unique stuff, because what's unique nowadays, you know, but cool stuff. I'm not going to go into too much details because I don't want to promise anything and then not deliver, like happens way too often. So I'm just going to say expect possible cool stuff upcoming that you probably will have not seen before. If you want an example for the line of thinking I'm going with, although I'm not going to be going back to these things, go to my page or whatever and go to the search bar on my channel and just search Machinima. If you don't know how to spell that, I'm sorry. Yeah. Just look that up. Do more original stuff, like story-driven stuff, like just creating stuff. I'm terrible with words right now. I haven't. I'm like gonna be going to sleep in like an hour or something, because that's how my schedule works now. I'm recording this right now at 8 in the morning, and no, I did not just wake up. I got off work like 2 hours ago. That's how my schedule has been. Because I forgot to mention I work nights. I work overnight, so that's fun. I mean, my sleep schedule is already fucked up beforehand, but yeah. I think that's all that I wanted to mention here. If you made it through this whole video, then I want you in the comments below, after patting yourselves on the back again, do that twice now. Pat yourselves on the back twice. Say Linux backwards. And clap your hands ferociously while smothering a already dead squirrel. You can still see me.